Hello, everyone. I'm Robert, that guy you met today. If we haven't met, well, you're already here. So check out the rest of my channel. So I have been procrastinating quite a bit on making this particular video or live or whatever. And I just want to tell you guys what is going on with YouTube. And if you've been wondering what's going on with YouTube, the first thing I'm going to tell you is that you should head over to Facebook because everything is business as usual over there. But if you're here, you're probably wondering what's up with the Corvette project. There have been a few naysayers over the last month or so that thought that, oh, well, he gave up on that. That was impossible from the start. Well, no, haven't given up. In fact, the car has kind of been on a little bit of a tour around town. We've been taking the car to some local events to display it and talk about the project and some of the sponsors and Spark Macon. We're working on it, and because of that, I kind of needed the car in one piece. So there's not a lot of work that I was able to actually do on the car while we're doing all that. So the current plan right now, and I apologize for the noise if you can hear that. That's my neighbors that have been really obnoxious today. Okay, I guess we're done with that now. But anyway, I'm basically, long story short, I needed the car in one piece because it needed to be shown. And now that stuff has come to a close, and it's time to get the car back in the shop and start working on it. Now, some other projects like the Impala that I've talked about a little bit, and then the other project that dogs. Sorry. And the other project that I don't think I've really talked about, but there's basically a monster truck that I've got sitting out in a parking lot. Those projects, I'm trying to get to the bottom of really what to do with them. The Impala, we actually tried unsuccessfully to try to get that car into the shop. And let's just say it was a spectacular failure. So I've got to figure out how to handle that. That's kind of business. The piece of business number one is, what am I going to do with that Impala? I've got half a mind to just sell it and find something else, mainly something that'll actually fit into the shop. Maybe it just has to be something smaller. And then with this monster truck project, I've got to figure out exactly what to do with it because I'm not really sure. It kind of popped up out of nowhere. It wasn't a project that I really ever planned on. So I don't know, there's just been a lot going on in the background. I started a company as well. And that has been taking up a lot of my time. So there's just been a lot of stuff going on. But one of the more exciting things that's been going on in the background is that, well, you saw it in the title, I started a podcast. And that's really excited because, as a failed radio DJ, as in somebody that always wanted to do radio and never had the opportunity, this is really about as close as I'll get to it. And we've been doing that on Facebook Live to be specific. And it's been very well received on there. And it's viewership goes up every single time. And, we had thought about bringing that to YouTube, but YouTube is kind of a different animal when it comes to getting traction on stuff. And also that podcast it doesn't really have one topic. It's very talk radio style. It's kind of the news of the day sort of thing. So wasn't really sure that it made a lot of sense for YouTube. I might bring it back. I don't know. Angelica, I'm new to the channel. I like your food reviews. Me and my fiance are new to Macon, Georgia. I like your channel so far. Well, thank you so much, Angelica. If you haven't already, make sure that you go to Facebook because food reviews aren't so much here anymore. The local stuff anyway. We've got some stuff coming up later in the year. that it's more of like an international food thing. Really excited about that. I'm going to have a completely different video telling you guys all about that and what's coming up. Some crazy, crazy exciting stuff, but that's not what we're talking about today. So bear with me. We're about to get everything up and going. As far as the car is concerned, I have a whole grocery list of parts that are going to go on order. Today is Saturday. On Monday, for the radio control system of the car, and a couple of mechanical things and some finishing pieces, because as you may remember with the car, there were a number of things that we were just kind of put in place temporarily. There's a lot of things that are just being held down with zip ties, like the fuel tank, for example. So there's a lot of finishing touches that we're going to be doing in burying wires, and there might be some paint happening with that. I'm not really sure, but I'll have some more updates very soon. But I just wanted you guys to know that this thing is still on. This thing is still on. We just had some stuff to do in the background. And also let me know if you would be interested in seeing the podcast come to YouTube, or maybe there's a different kind of format that we can just use for YouTube. I'd highly encourage you, if you don't follow the Facebook page, just go ahead and do that, because that's where a lot of the constant content has been going, as well as the podcast, which right now we're doing Tuesday through Friday. So I'd encourage you all to check that out. So if you have any other questions about what's going on, or if you have any suggestions about what to do with those projects, especially the Impala, drop a comment down there. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.